Let's talk about Cursebound, which is the sequel to Feybound, and it was released on the 18th. And I finished it, I think, on the 18th, and I really, really enjoyed it. If you don't know what Feybound is, it is a sapphic Fey fantasy tale by Sarah Ella Reefy, and Cursebound is the sequel. It is about two young ladies who are elves, but they find themselves in the world of the Fae, thinking that the Fae were actually maybe extinct. They're not. And they have court politics, there is love, there's magic, all of the things. And Feybound was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I definitely liked this sequel better. So as a sequel, Cursebound was fantastic. A lot of times sequels don't really hit, but this one definitely did. I felt that it was just more developed in terms of story and the writing. You can see the growth in Sarah Ella Reefy. The story jumps in right away where Feybound ends. So you're not missing anything, and we're right into the action, which I think was great because Feybound cliffhanger. And I really liked that this story had more exploration of the relationships. It had more intimate conversations with each character where they really got to explore what they were feeling and what they were experiencing, and I really liked that. There's also a lot more political intrigue and kind of um, discrimination between the Fae and the elves in this one, which I think is really important because that is the whole basis of their society. I love that the author is representing sapphic, gay, and other queer relationships throughout this story. I think that that's something I want to see more of in fantasy. There's good representation all throughout. There's biracial representation in terms of the relationships too, and I just think it really it's representative of our time, right? I think that's really important. And then the last thing that I will say about this is that the twist at the end really got me. I'm so excited. This is part of a trilogy, and I was loving this book all the way through, but at the very last 10%, there's big twists that come about, and I really, really enjoyed those. I thought that they made a lot of sense for the story. I thought when I looked back on the story, like, wow, we were setting it up for that the entire time. I was just missing it. I was just enjoying the fantasy of it all. But I really liked the twist, and now I'm so excited for the next book. If you haven't read Feybound and Cursebound, I highly recommend it if you're a fantasy lover, romantasy, even cozy fantasy. I think you're going to like this one.